Good morning, Dwayne. Good to be here, and welcome everyone to the August edition of the Chamber Chat program.
Susie, we're back together.
I can't believe it.
It's been months and months.
It has. You took a show. I took a show. I tell you, these
But
vacations.
Look, we look tan and very summerfied.
Well, you know, I need a vacation from my vacation. I've never been so exhausted.
Well, that's what she gets for going with all her grandchildren.
That's wonderful, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, that's what we say.
Thank goodness for work.
They're wonderfully exhausting, but we had a ball, didn't we? Yes. You know, I have been wondering about that. That's answered my question. I can't understand how I come home from vacation exhausted. It's called taking 6 grandkids with you.
It's all 3 generations.
Yeah. Anyway, but we had a ball anyway. Hey, now before we start talking to all our great guests this morning.
I know, look at them.
I know.
Good morning, everybody.
And all the great community events, I want to welcome our newest chamber member.
Yes.
McKnight Insurance Group Incorporated from 1850 Memorial Boulevard, Murfreesboro. They service this area.
I know. I when I saw that they were a member, I thought, oh, good, because you see their name around, so that's great. I'm glad they joined.
Well, they sell insurance and provide employee benefits and financial services. For more information, call Edwin at 615-895-8574, or the easier yet, go to www.mcknightbenefits.com. And I really liked Edwin. We're going to lunch one day in the next week or two.
Well, that's great, and we really appreciate the McKnight Insurance Group for joining the chamber.
Yes, I was so appreciative. And talk about appreciation. You know, we just finished our DeKalb County Fair, and I just want to say a big thank you to all the fair volunteers. I know Shan's on the fair board, and we could not do this without so many volunteers.
Oh, and there's so many that volunteer their time, same as we do.
Yeah.
And all week long. So it was a hot fair, it was a great fair, and it was a little bit of a wet fair. So you get a mix of everything.
Had
in
it
there.
all, that's right. And our very own DTC, Tom Duggan, you know, does so much there too, and we appreciate him. And
Pan the camera to himself.
Pan the camera to
Little photo bomb.
And you know, we appreciate all the people that come out and attend the fair also. So
Yes, and we had a good turnout this year. It was beautiful.
We did. So anyway, we're so grateful. And talk about grateful. Although I was on vacation at the time, the Education Celebration, I'm sure that went incredible.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't go either.
Well, and you can go to WJLE.com and view all the photos. So
Hey, and also we've got, Mike, a prehistoric American artifact show coming up at the
I just
complex.
happened to have a flyer.
You
right
just
now.
happened to have a flyer to tell us about it.
This is something we wanted to do in this area for a couple of years. 100 years ago, in my other life, I was the president of the Tennessee Archaeological Society, like in 70 something, and we had shows all over the state, like 3 or 4, and I've tried to get one here for 2 or 3 years, but now that we have the facility, this is going to be one of the state shows, and this is the first one, and we only right now have about probably 40 tables that are going to be set up for people from all over Tennessee and Kentucky and all around, and they will be displaying artifacts, and they can sell and buy, but it's illegal for them to show or sell anything that is not authentic. So that's the good thing about it, we hope.
So bring no fakes.
Yeah, bring no fakes, bring real, bring real stuff.
The real stuff.
And
Artifacts.
Artifacts.
bring your kids.
False eyelashes.
This is free.
It's
Shoulder
free.
pads. We're going to stop right there. It's a family show.
Oh, okay. And bring the kids in and let them see these artifacts, because if the guy that brings some that I'm thinking is going to, not to sell, but just display, they're just unreal. They're unbelievable. I mean, probably one of the better collections in the United States.
Well, I know this would be a great event for the Scouts to participate in, because I know that there's a lot of value to just learning through the artifacts. And so it's kind of a neat program, even just for kids to come and see, even if you weren't interested in buying or selling.
When we did this little flyer, which is not very professional, but this particular point is a fluted Cumberland that's probably 12,000 years old. This is an archaic point that's commonly called a turkey tail, and it's about 5,000 years old. And this little woodland point's probably 400 or 500.
See, I thought that was a shark's tooth.
No.
Not in Tennessee.
No.
Hey, it could have been.
That's true.
Hey, well, this show is going to be on August the 17th.
August the
From
17th.
8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the DeKalb County Complex. Like you said, free admission.
Free.
Now there's a $15 table fee if you want to set
If
up.
you want to set up and sell artifacts.
Okay.
And we'll also, the ones are free to the displayers that are just displaying. I mean, and there'll be a couple of awards for best of show and that thing. And we're going to make this hopefully a yearly tradition, because there's a really big show in Gallatin in February. It's like 2 gymnasiums, and that's the main show. But we'll have, this will be one of 3 more shows in Tennessee.
Oh, nice.
Another great reason to have that great facility, so we can bring
We-
something like this to
We
the
didn't have a
county.
place to do it, now we do.
And if you need more information, just call the chamber office 597-4163, and I'll give you all the numbers you need to call.
That's right.
Oh, now talking about lots going on, Justin Potter Library's always got great events going on. And Kathy Hendrickson's here, and if you see her around town, just holler, "Hey, Coco." And that's what we
I'll
do.
answer back.
She will answer back.
She's warming up to it.
She is.
like warm cocoa.
Warm Coco.
Hot chocolate. Yes.
Well, Kathy, what's going on at the library?
Well, we're proud to announce that we have, through a grant, 2 AWE early literacy computers, and they're awarded these. We've had them a couple of weeks now. They're for ages 2 to 8, and we have an English version and a bilingual Spanish version. And these are touchscreen computers, and they have over 60 educational titles, and they're displayed using engaging graphics and menus. And the kids are just taking to them. They're probably going to have to teach us how to use them, because
That's probably true.
They probably could.
yeah, and they have everything from reading to music, from art to science, and they're just wonderful little tools to use for children that are, starting to learn and to read. And so it's a tool that, public libraries, I think, play an essential role in supporting early childhood literacy. Through the materials that we provide, maybe some programs that we provide. So we're in a wonderful facility to be able to use those computers. And it goes hand in hand with every child ready to read. And we're going to be having a parent workshop. We've already had a community workshop where we had some of the members of the Board of Education and some teachers and child care providers in. And this is this early literacy workshop is free, and it's Wednesday, August the 14th from 10 o'clock to about 11:30. And it's open to the parents, grandparents, and child care providers. We've already have people signed up for it. Participants will learn how to use the 5 early literacy practices to nurture pre-reading skills, and that's talking, reading, singing, writing, and playing. And all of us do those with our children. We don't think of it as learning, but it is. It's teaching them the skills that they need to learn to read. It includes discussion and demonstrations, and we'll give some handouts. And it's for adults only. This one is. So for more information, and you need to sign up, because we, like I say, we do have limited space. Sign up for this program, contact the library at 597-4359. And Susan even came up with a little idea of these 5 points. She made a little, it's like a little flower with different colored petals on it, and it has these words on there. And we put magnets on the back of it for your refrigerator.
Aww.
So it's going to be just a little handout. We're having that. We put it on there, and it's just a reminder to do those different things with your child each day.
That's creative.
Yeah. And then we had a adult summer reading program this year. And it went over, it was just phenomenal. The people just really enjoyed it. It was the Sense of Place. It was a 7-week session. And we had great turnout for that. In fact, they just ended just about a week ago. And they had a little cookout and talked about what they were going to do next. So they decided they want to do something else. So that's probably going to start August the 29th at 6 o'clock at the library. It's called Voluntary Simplicity. Making our life simple. We try to make everything
Oh,
simple.
I need that class. Sign me up for that one.
Well, it's a discussion.
I know how to
course.
make things complicated.
Yeah, I know.
We don't want to take their course.
Everything's got, everything can be simple. We just make it a little harder than it needs to be. But we're going to have an introductory meeting, and they need to call to reserve a seat, because we are, like I say, some of these are signing up for this one too. It's a 5-session voluntary simplicity course, and it's the dates are the September 12th, 26th, October the 10th, and the 24th. And then the 5th session, we don't know right now. It's kind of coming up around the holidays, so we'll announce that date later. And it'll be from 6 o'clock to 7:45. And the introductory meeting will be August the 29th at 6. Our book sale will be starting September the 7th.
Oh, I love that.
So September 28th, so that'll be at the library.
I need to quit participating in that though, because I
I
bring a
see. You're running
box
out of
and I take a box.
Yeah.
I mean, it just
I get it.
rotate.
I bring a box and take 3.
That's me.
You know, hey, that's what it's
It's
all
all
about.
right. It's called recycling.
We have a lot of great books. In fact, I've just left and there's another stack, and then we work through them and somebody brings another stack in. So we're working through a lot of books right now. We've got a lot of great books, so bring those in, and like I say, it starts next month. Where we're having on Wednesday, September the 11th at 10 o'clock, children 5 to 12 years old were invited to the library to attend a viewing of we have these little animated series, and we got them from a company called Nest, and it's educational, and they're little animated classics. I think there's Harriet Tubman and the Wright brothers and George Washington and Lincoln, and I don't know what they're going to be doing on this one, but it's there's handouts with that, and there's little lesson plans. So we had Abraham Lincoln a couple of years ago, and we had several come to that. So we were hoping that people will come to that and learn a little something. I learned something from them. So, but there'll be little follow-up activities afterward. And so call the library at 597-4359 to reserve your seat for that. We will have another book signing. We've had 3 book signings. We just had a book signing, and we're going to have another book signing on Saturday, September 28th from 10 to noon, and that's William Jarvis. He'll be signing a copy of his new book, The Partisan. So come by for that. So we got a lot of events going on at the library. So like I say, this is the first time I've had 3 book signings, one a month. So there are a lot of authors in the county that are writing books.
Yeah, that's fabulous.
That's great.
Something to celebrate.
It is.
Thanks, Kathy.
Thank you.
Now, look here, Jen, who's here from Fresh Chairs. The
know.
award-winning chairmaker Tim Hintz is here.
Yay!
Tim! We love Tim. And he's going to be talking about Off the Beaten Path, the Food for Kids backpack program.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, well, tell us all about it, Tim.
Well, we're having our annual sale at the farmers market in Smithville on August 17th from 7 to noon. It's some of the off the beaten path artists will be there, excuse me, selling donated handmade items. And the money that we raise from the sale will be used to support the Food for Kids backpack program. It's, every year we do this, and the program that we've chosen to support this year sends food home with kids who, believe it or not, would otherwise go hungry. The schools have breakfast and lunch that's available to all students, but some kids don't have stuff to eat at home. So
Right. So this backpack goes home on Fridays,
right.
and it's prepackaged food that the kids can open themselves, and
Yep.
and oftentimes what we understand is that whatever comes into the backpack, even if it's just one child of a family, that child shares with the rest of the children in the home sometimes. So that that food is intended to help bring children back to school on Monday having had something to eat over the
Yep.
weekend.
Because that's important for growth and education, and everyone needs to eat to live. So something new we're going to do this year is to accept donations that we can use to help supply the program. So what we would like is nutritious food, like Jen said, that kids can open up. We don't bring a bunch of green beans that they'll have to cook, or probably cucumbers are not the thing to bring, but we want
Broccoli. Although my child would have eaten broccoli, but just
True.
saying.
we want stuff that doesn't need to be prepared, that a kid can open up. Even a kindergartner can take it home and have something to eat.
Like peanut butter and cracker packages,
Right,
or
yeah.
fruit
Fruit
cups.
cups.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
fruit cups I was
yeah.
thinking, applesauce.
Yeah, please don't
Yeah.
bring a bunch of sugary snacks, because that's not good for kids. Yeah, we want good food for kids. The items we'll be selling are, we've got ceramic pots, mugs, cups, glassware. A lot of the artists have donated toward this. A lot of the artists at the craft center, we put a box up there, and something that's not quite perfect, they'll put it in the box and we'll pick it up from time to time. And through the year, we store all that at the Bert Driver gives us a storage place at his.
Oh, that's
unit.
nice.
So also,
But I will say, not perfect to the artist. seems pretty good to me.
Yeah.
That's true.
We're not selling
I
junk.
typically don't have the eye that the artists themselves would have.
We're not selling junk or fake artifacts. So get there early, like the farmer's market. You get there early because all the good stuff goes
We
quick.
have some great.
And then after you pick up your beans and cucumbers and tomatoes or whatever's in on August 17th, you can go next door to the county complex and see the prehistoric American artifact show.
Wow, that's a lot
That's
going on
right.
that day. That'd be fun.
Make a morning of it.
So get
If
your
you-
vegetables
If you want
in
to get okra, you gotta get there at daylight.
early.
I know okra
It's
didn't
all
come in
right.
very good this
No,
year,
and
so it's slim pickings for the okra, which
They're
which
early.
doesn't hurt my feelings at all. But you know, somebody out there might really like okra.
I like it fried.
You're
Me
not
too.
from
I'm not a
around
boy.
here,
Yeah, you're not from here.
Oh, thanks, Tim.
Thanks.
Where do you drop off food? Where do we drop off food, Tim?
You can drop the food off at the farmer's market at the sale there. We're having August 17th from 7 to noon.
7 to noon. All right.
And let me add just one more activity on the 17th. The Cookville Tennis Association is just forming, and they are doing an outreach program also on the 17th, but in the evening from 5:30 to 7, they are doing a tennis festival at the golf club tennis courts. And it's free. It's open to all kids. It's particularly catering to 12 and under children who might want to see what it's like to play tennis. Maybe they've played a little tennis, but this is an opportunity for them to actually get a feel for the equipment, have a little bit different tennis ball and a little bit easier racket to use, particularly geared for kids 12 and under. And the Cookville Tennis Association is putting this on. And if you'd like more information, Kelly Little, a name that most of us recognize, who she and Bill live in Cookville now, but she is coordinating this event for Smithville. So let us know if you'd like more information at the chamber office, and we'll get you connected with the Cookville Tennis Association.
Oh.
But that's Saturday evening, August 17th, from 5:30 to 7, here at the tennis courts across from the pool.
Ah, sounds fun.
Yep.
Oh, talk about fun. We have a fun bunch
Oh,
here.
look at them! They're
From
like,
the
oh, they're about to
community
sleep over here.
Hospital. Yeah, we've got some of the hospital's finest here with us this morning. We got the whole group
I
in.
know. Look at them.
CEO Sue Conley is here. The occupation and physical therapist Mila Vasquez. No, it's
Vasquez, you
Vasquez.
did it. Vasquez.
I have been honestly, I have been practicing.
That's
and then I
Well, you know,
have
she
loved
also can't say service station, so Mila, don't feel that.
I have trouble. I have trouble with my S's shape. You didn't have to tell people that.
Well, you know, you make it sound like I don't like to be educated, so you had that one coming.
I did.
Spoken like a true hillbilly.
Well, and then of course the marketing director of the two hospitals, Shan Burklow's here also. But anyway, Sue, I know you got some fantastic news to tell us this morning about an award the hospital
We
just
do.
won.
We are continuing our award-winning history here
Yes.
at DeKalb Community Hospital. We have won the Health Insight Award for Excellence for patient satisfaction for our emergency room. Hopefully you haven't been to our emergency room, but if you have,
Right,
we have
right.
excellent physicians.
We don't wish that on
We don't wish
anyone.
that on anyone,
Right.
but we're here if you need us, and we have great staff there. Our nurse of the year, Christy, works there. We have fabulous physicians. And our throughput time, that means by the time you check in to the time you're discharged, is an average of less than 2 hours, which is
Wow.
pretty fabulous.
Yes.
Door to doctor is about 20 minutes, so if you come in and the nurse takes care of you and then the doctor sees you, it's about 20 minutes. And we also have a satisfaction survey on the computer that people take, and we have such excellent scores on that as well. But here is state recognition for doing a fabulous job with our patient care. So I'm very proud of our staff. We have a great hospital. I hope everyone realizes that. We're not perfect. It's not a 30-minute sitcom where you come in and we figure out what's wrong with you. I mean,
But all the doctors are handsome.
they are. They are. All the doctors, we actually have absolutely wonderful doctors, some of the smartest docs I've ever worked with, and I have exciting news pertaining to that as well. We've recruited a new physician to go into the family medical practice, and his name is Dr. Marashimi. And he has a very interesting past, and he is delightful. He is so cute and so bubbly, but that's probably not what he wants to hear either.
Rudy K, let's not have to start a
I'm
support
sorry,
group.
sorry. Anyway, Dr. Hiroshimi is wonderful, and he's just fabulous. But he actually was a surgeon in Iran. His dad was a general for the Shah of Iran, and you know how that worked out. And so they left Iran, and so he actually studied as a surgeon, and now he's family practice doc and surgical.
And he's lived for 12 years in California.
In California, and met the love of his life from Tennessee, Lebanon, Tennessee. And she's a beautiful young lady. We met her.
Yeah.
Erica is her name. And so she works for the city of Lebanon. And they're getting married. He proposed to her in Venice last month. Very
how
romantic.
sweet.
So he's delightful, and I think everybody's going to really like him. And new.
And he's a
addition.
bow hunter. So
He
you know
is.
my husband.
That's right.
Actually,
Gonna be big buddies.
he called and left a message from my husband about something unrelated before they'd actually moved here, like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And my husband was so excited, he thought he was gonna come, asking an archery question. He was so excited, return the call, and he was like, "Oh, you're talking about work."
That's right. But he loves Dr. Sherwood. He texted me, "Can you give me Dr. Sherwood's phone number and all
Right.
this stuff?" So they're very excited to be working
Very
together.
smart.
Very
We're
smart.
Very lucky to have someone with such a diverse training and so smart and just really personable.
Very personable.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people, of course, everyone here has an accent to me, but I know people worry about accents and things like that, and
He'll probably correct your English.
he will correct your
No,
English,
I'm
but
sure he
I
will.
find myself doing
I'm
that
sure
every
he'd be
day as
nicer
well.
than
So we're very excited to have him, and then we have a new psychiatrist also, Dr. Alexander Osipchuk, and he's from.
I'm glad I didn't have to say
He's
that.
from Ukraine.
We call him Dr. Alex.
That's Alex is what we call him. And he actually met all the docs in DeKalb the other day when we had a meeting, and he's wonderful. And he will be at Stones River Hospital, but will also come here and help us in psychiatry. He's a psychiatrist, and with our geropsych unit. So that's very exciting. And then of course, I have two fabulous women here, part of our hospital family, and I know that you've seen a lot more. Interaction with from the hospital since Shan started, and the funny story about Shan is I really tried to hire Suzanne. I'll tell you a story.
For obvious reasons.
Well, I didn't know Shan. I didn't know
She's
Shan.
so much better, but
I didn't know Shan at all, and I said, Suzanne, why don't you come and work for us at the hospital? I'll make it worth your while. And she said, "Oh, you don't want me. You don't want me. You want my daughter. She's brilliant." And I was
That's
like,
what I said, believe it or not. Don't tell her that.
well, I'm not adorable like Rudy Kayla, so we
right.
can't have
She's not
everything.
adorable, but
She's
she's
sitting right there.
I know,
No.
but she is. And so I was
She
like,
said, "Oh no."
"Oh, really?"
Yeah,
I
right.
think all my kids and my grandchildren are practically perfect in every way. So that day I just texted her, and she came in, I think that afternoon, and I think I hired her right on the spot, and she is fabulous, and she has brought so many wonderful things to our hospital, and I'm very excited that Shan is a part of our hospital family. And then, of course, when I got there, Mila was already there, and Mila...
And she truly is fabulous.
Mila is fabulous, and actually, and if I may say so, Jen and I have met in the physical therapy department at Stones River several times, having physical therapy on parts of our bodies I won't tell you about.
Mine's my knee. I don't mind that.
Okay.
My imagination was going crazy.
That was my purpose, to let everybody's imagination go crazy.
Oh, wow.
And then, but Mila's people love her, and she does an excellent job in our physical therapy department. So we have very many wonderful things happen at our hospital, and we are so happy to be a part of our community here in DeKalb County. And I'll let Shan talk to you a little bit about what's going on with her part, and then Mila talk about her wonderful things that she's doing for the Philippines and for our facility as well.
Well, DeKalb Community Hospital, as well as Stones River Hospital, would not be what it is right now, except for Sue Conley. And I'm not just saying that because you're my boss.
And I paid you $20.
That's right. I'll catch that later. But before I ever started working for the hospital, the first thing that I heard a month after Sue arrived was the new CEO is doing amazing things. She is kicking tail. I mean, that's what was told to me, and so I started paying attention. And now that I'm on board, we've done some great things recently, but I'm most proud about the Weight Loss Challenge. The finale was Friday night of the fair, and right here
Doesn't
at the
Mike
table,
look
ladies
good?
and gentlemen,
Oh,
we
very
have our
good.
third place DeKalb County champion, County Mayor
Yay.
Mike Foster. He took this challenge
And the
seriously.
21 pounds you lost. And I found every one of them.
He didn't hide them as well as we wanted him
And
to.
then we have the happy book.
The Happy Bookers, you are the #1 reigning team for the Weight Loss Challenge.
There
And
you
do you
go.
know
Wow.
Kathy and Rochelle and the library
And Susan.
team and
And
Susan,
Susan.
they got on board just to support because they're the tiniest little things.
They
ever.
are. Really?
They got on board just to support the challenge and to support the hospital. They paid their money, they registered and said, we're just here to show our support. And by golly, every Wednesday at 11 o'clock, they walked around the courthouse, and when that got too hot, they walked around the family complex at the churches, and they won. So they worked their little body weight off until they're just like 0 body fat now.
Do not
Well,
let
I've
them
gotten a
enter the
little bit
next
of
one.
that.
No. So they are
Yeah.
the reigning. But speaking of champions, we have our 2 champions overall for DeKalb County, and I'd like to recognize the wonderful, the hardworking Daniel Sieber.
Yes.
And he is not only the DeKalb County champion, but the reigning ultimate weight loss champion for the 2-county challenge. 17.4% body weight lost over 90
looks
days.
great.
That's what I heard.
He
I
looks
can't wait to see it.
fantastic.
He does.
And then the wonderful Billy Mulder, who worked his tail off, 11.7%
Wow.
body weight loss. And then the second place, so close, girls. We had Linda Fowler, and she worked very, very hard. And then recognition for our champions that were the top 6, Amy Sieber, Jimmy Crawford, Kevin Channing, Mike Foster, and the Happy Bookers team. So we want to say congratulations
Little
to
play
all
on
of our
words
DeKalb
right
County.
It was very good. But Beth also lost 10 pounds, didn't she?
She
Your
lost
Beth.
a lot. yeah.
Yes, and she didn't want to
She's
be
a
mentioned.
tiny little
Sorry,
thing
Beth,
now.
Sue
Sorry,
did
Beth,
it.
I love
Sue
you,
did
you
it.
I love this family. They're fabulous.
If you're interested in joining the 2014 challenge, simply become a fan on Facebook, Weight Loss Challenge. And the Weight Loss Challenge results, when we posted the results, we had 4,852 people view the results on Facebook.
Wow.
So everyone was very curious, and that got a big buzz going for the positive things that the hospital was trying to help our county be healthier, not sicker. So
Right.
that was a good thing. So that's what I've got.
Well, and we also lost a total of 943 pounds. And so one of the things that Shannon and I were just yapping about, we were going to split that and give food to the food banks or the backpack deal. So split
Yes.
that between the counties, and the hospital will donate that poundage in food to these causes.
Wow.
So
That's awesome.
so we're excited about that.
That's a lot of pudding and fruit cups.
Applesauce, yeah.
Pudding and healthy
Hey,
fruit
hey.
cups.
Plant-free pudding is what we need.
We'll put you in charge, Mila. That's great.
That's right.
Okay, Mila, well, tell us what's coming from your area.
Well, I'm just excited to be here to meet you guys.
Oh, we
It's
thank
awesome.
the world of you.
And I'm honored to be here. Well, I'm the, as you guys know, I'm the director of physical therapy here in DeKalb and Stones River Hospital. And I am a physical therapist by trade. So I want to quote someone yesterday who said, and it stuck in my mind. She said, "Great staff, great results." So I'm like, yes. So I'm here to gush about my staff, of course. They are fabulous, awesome.
So when we
Well,
think
yeah.
of physical therapy, we think of someone who might have had a stroke, or someone who might have had surgery, or even just an accident, like a car accident or something like that. So you basically service any type of area that has a need in physical therapy, right?
Anything. You point at your body part, we'll work with you.
You know, you gotta be more specific with Suzanne.
That's why you need a psychiatrist.
That's right.
Suzanne was pointing at her brain.
You'll be working overtime.
But yes, people who have been injured, if you have broken your bones, or if you had hip replacement, we can work with everyone in that matter. Well, I guess the thing is, we're here. We want everyone to know that we are here locally. You don't need to go to Nashville or Lebanon or wherever.
Even if you had your surgery someplace else,
That's right.
or your
That's right.
your
Correct.
doctor, orthopedist or someone was someplace else, you could still request to have that.
If you have a
scheduled
doctor's
here.
order from anywhere and they have an active license, doesn't even have to be a Tennessee license, they can come to our facility and we'll take care of you.
And we will.
Yes,
And they do.
And for honestly, for someone who is having to do it 2 or 3 times a week, that's a huge benefit. Not
is.
to
Yes.
have to drive
Time and
all
gas.
of that time.
Yes. Yeah,
Missing work, yeah.
that's right. That's right.
But anyway, I tell you, we're so appreciative to the hospital and your commitment to quality of care.
You're choking
and
up. You're
I'm
choking
choking up.
Filling a little book club.
And you know, I say it every month. I'm so proud to be on the hospital board.
Yes, ma'am.
I am
You're
so proud.
We are.
We love it. We love it. And I don't want to rotate off. I'm thinking, what do I got left? 'Cause, I mean, I absolutely love this group. I get inspired every month when we get together and meet and hear all the reports from everyone. Everybody is this committed to quality patient care. And it's exciting to
Yes,
know that
yes.
we've got this in DeKalb County.
Very exciting. And also, I would like to add that 2012 Best of the Best Physical Therapist in DeKalb County
Woo!
Yeah.
is our employee, Charlie, number 1. And
Charlie,
number
go
2 is
Charlie.
Casey.
Wow.
So you know these people. They are from here. They
right.
grew up here. They were born here, I think. I hope.
I wish they were.
Family. So you are getting into a facility of physical therapy department, and we treat you like a family.
That's right. One day I was talking to one of our board members, and she was saying that she was ill. And again, sometimes we can't figure things out in 30 minutes like they do on TV. She said, "Well, do I need to go to Vanderbilt?" And the doctor looked at her and said, "Well, they don't love you in Nashville." And that's a true statement.
Right.
You are one of us when you come here, and we do treat you like family. Now, if your family didn't treat you very well, we treat you better with family.
Although in my physical therapy experience, I will say they were always caring and supportive and very smart, but not always the nicest people. They're like
Guys,
one more.
One more.
No, I want to
Jan.
quit. One more.
Jen, it's what we call tough love.
That's right.
And if I may add, we have a speech therapist in town. They're named Beth and Amy. So if there is someone who has a problem with communication or swallowing problem even, they can help.
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted to spread that word to everyone here in the community.
And when we do swallow studies, we do have a dedicated radiologist, Dr. Mullins, who is only for Stones River and DeKalb Community Hospital. He's here every day, and he's very good. And he is from Woodbury, and so he loves coming out here, and the doctors really like having him here. So
That's true.
Well, we appreciate it and appreciate all of you and all the quality job you're doing here. And yes, Shan does love education. Just not on vacation.
Just not on vacation.
Just not on
Give me
vacation.
something.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, Jen, people are wanting things to do. In summer you think, well, we're not doing much after that, but the marinas didn't get that message.
Oh my
'cause they're
goodness. Well, summer is still going. I'm sorry. Millie, did you have one more thing to say?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Actually, I'm excited to what do you call this? Share to everybody. I'm going to the Philippines tomorrow.
Yay! How
Because that's my
fun.
hometown.
Yeah.
And it's for vacation, and my mom mom and dad are going to have a golden wedding anniversary.
Aww.
So I need to be there, of course. But a part of 3 days of my time will be dedicated in giving, gift giving. I had a fundraiser event here in our hospital, and from what I raised from there, I am giving it out to the kids who,
Oh, there.
Well, and if you've not read Mila's story, you can go to WJLE.com and do the search engine and type in Mila, M-I-L-A, and it'll tell you the whole
That's
story of
kids.
how she's given back.
said
Oh, just
brother.
Mila.
Oh, there, now she's got it.
Now you got it.
Yes,
Well done. Just an hour late.
Yes. So I'm excited to share that to everyone too.
That's
And
right.
thank you for that opportunity for letting me talk about that.
And have a ball on your trip.
Yay! Safe travels. Thank you.
Okay, so the news from the marinas. Let's talk
Yes.
it quickly.
Because even though school starts and we think summer's ended, really summer doesn't end until mid-September.
That's right. Yeah, that's
so
right.
the marinas are still going strong. The weather is beautiful, and people are still coming out to the marinas for all sorts of activities.
August 10th at 4 p.m., Pates Fort Marina's Cornhole Tournament.
And August 10th also, if you want to go the other direction to Hurricane Marina, it's the karaoke luau.
Singing
oh
contest.
my gosh.
That's at 6:30.
That's at 6:30.
Then August 17th, Pates Fort Marina's Steel House Summer Jam. Anthony Oreo performing with more names to come. I
That's
wish I'd
right.
let you say that one.
All right. Also at Pates Fort, the next Saturday, the 24th, Pirate Night with a scavenger hunt. Doesn't that sound like fun?
Yes, and then August 30th, Hurricane Marina Shrimp Bowl with live music starting at 5:30.
Which I went to one of their shrimp bowls last year, and oh my gosh, that was fabulous fun. August 31st, Hurricane Marina, the Legacy Band, which they're a fairly almost a regular there at 6:30 on the 31st.
And then also on the 31st, now you've got to go to this, the Great Cardboard Boat Race, a cardboard boat race. It's going to be at the Edgar Evans Marina. It benefits the Wounded Warriors Project, which is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to honor and empower wounded warriors. And that's going to be from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Call Kay Tuggle at 931-858-5685.
I've got to say, Kay knows how to have a good time.
Oh my goodness.
That bunch up there at the Edgar Evans Marina. This is a great way to honor our veterans, but they have so much fun up there. It is a great time.
Can you imagine a cardboard boat? So call Kay and she will give you the rules for building that boat.
Right.
Yeah.
And September 7th, that's Labor Day weekend. The Saturday day of Labor Day weekend. And then September 7th, Pates Ford is having an annual poker run.
That's my daughter's birthday.
Oh, Kelly's birthday.
In her honor.
Yeah.
We'll sing her happy birthday if she comes.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, so that's lots going on at the marina. And also I talked this morning with Jana Gillard. She is the owner and publisher of the DeKalb County Guide.
Yeah.
And she's going to be getting a new guide out here in the next few
great.
months. So she's going to be selling ads, I think, through mid-September. So, and this is the 8th edition. Can you believe it's been 8 years?
I know.
I know. So,
That
you know,
little green book goes with me everywhere.
The
I've got
little
one in
green
my
book.
car. I've got one in my. It's small and compact, and it has just all of the key numbers.
so when you see Jana, you know, give her a chance to talk
and
to you.
it's a great purchase. Inexpensive, and yet it reaches every household in DeKalb County. And if you have a business, this is a great place to put that business phone number and information.
Absolutely. And I want to mention the Rotary Fish Fry is coming up on August 24th.
I already have my ticket.
Oh.
It's $35, but it gets the whole family in.
Yeah.
So, you know, moms, dads, cousins, uncles, everybody can come under one family. They are not specific. And in fact, we showed up at the park one time, and there are a couple little boys from someplace there in the neighborhood that said, "Hey, can we be in your family?" That fish smells really good. But they actually call it a fish fry, but it has a wide array of food now. It's not just fish. And they have door prizes. You would not believe.
I've won like twice.
I think they have almost
Yeah.
1,000 door prizes.
Yeah, they
that
must
collect.
because, I mean, you know, really.
And it's lots of fun. You get to see who wins something, and you don't have to be present to enter, but that $35 goes toward, it's one of their major fundraising events, and it goes toward all of the good works that the Rotary Club, they provide dictionaries for kids, and they have a lot. They recognize, out at the high school, the Youth of the Month. They do all sorts of things. The Rotary Club is a fantastic group, and this is like their one-time fundraiser.
August 24th, Greenbrook Park at 5:30. And look here, we're at, all right, so we got to keep going. Edgar Evans State Park. Carl Halfacre, the manager, is here, and the seasonal interpretive ranger, Ashley Chadwell, is here. And, you know, Edgar Evans State Park has so many great programs. And, Carl, tell us what's going on.
All right, we're approaching time for our 8th annual History Hayride. That's coming up in October
I know.
12th.
That- It takes a couple of months to get that up and going.
Oh,
It's,
yes.
it's never too
At
soon to
least.
start talking about it.
Yeah.
And we'll begin taking reservations for that, and it is reservations only. We'll begin taking reservations for that September the 1st. And you can call the park office at 931-858-2114 or 800-250-8619. But those reservations won't be available until September 1st. And it's sponsored, of course, by the Friends of Edgar Evans. They're our nonprofit support group. And for more information, or if you would like to help us with the hayride, just type Friends of Edgar Evans on your search engine, and that'll take you to the website and all the contacts
What's
and
the
all
date
of our
again
events.
for the
It is October 12th.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about this more later on, but November the 2nd will be our color cruise, lake color cruise. That is reservation only, and both of those events are $10 per seat. And Miss Ashley Chadwell now is going to tell us about some of the programs that she's got going on. She presents very informative educational programs there to the public, and she also does what I call outreach. She goes to schools. She had standing engagement at the Cookville Children's Museum, where she was up there every week. So Ashley, I'll turn it over to you.
Thanks, Carl, and thanks everybody for letting me be here. I really appreciate it. So I'm the seasonal interpretive ranger at Edgar Evans State Park this summer, and as he said, I do a lot of educational and informative programs. I know your daughter says she doesn't like a lot of educational stuff when she's on vacation, but you know what? I put a lot of fun
Especially
into it
if it's
too.
snakes.
No, snakes. Is that what you said? Yeah. I do have snake programs. I put on a lot of those. That's actually my favorite thing to do. But no, I do try to make it educational and informative, but I also like to, make it fun. So you don't really realize that you're learning something, but hopefully you do. You come away with a little bit of something. So I'm just gonna go over what I'm doing this weekend, and kind of, for example, Friday at 4 o'clock I'll be doing a what's called the Common Nature Myths Debunked program, and it is actually a more educational based program about some of the myths that we talk about, like, are bats really blind? Everybody says, are you blind as a bat? Well, they really are not blind. They can see actually pretty well. So that's one thing that I'm going to be doing. That's actually a PowerPoint presentation.
Gonna have to quit saying that now.
And then at 6 o'clock we have a sunset cruise on Friday. That's actually not booked up, so you do have to call or come in and sign up for that. We have 12 spots available, and last I looked, I think just a few of them were taken. So we still have some spots available for Friday. And then that evening at 8:30, I'll be doing campfire riddles. So we'll have some people around the campfire, have the campfire going. I'll also be bringing s'mores. So I know everybody likes s'mores. So.
Yeah.
And then on Saturday at 4 o'clock, I'll be presenting the snakes, and that's one of our most popular programs.
Hey, maybe you could bring one here sometime.
I can.
That'd be awesome.
Come on, wouldn't that be great television?
Yeah,
He'll be out in the hall when
make
it's
sure you
going
tell
on.
me before you book that.
I've never touched a snake except the time I stepped on one, 2 or 3 times.
I love snakes.
I can't do it. I try. Okay,
Oh,
great.
They're really neat. They're really
Yeah.
neat animals. They're very misunderstood animals, and I don't know. I've never had a fear for them, but I try to be sympathetic to the people that do have a fear for the snakes, because I don't like spiders, so that's my fear. So, but I bring out snakes that are pets of one of our rangers, and I talk about them, and I talk about just some of the reasons why they are important to our ecosystem. And then also on Saturday we have another sunset cruise. Last I looked, I think just a few spots had been booked. So 6 o'clock you can call. The numbers again are 858-2114 to book that or come in and sign up. And then that night I'll be presenting The Great Outdoors. Do you guys remember that movie from, I think, the 80s with the John Candy? And,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
No, that I saw it.
Yeah.
I remember
So we'll be doing
that.
It wasn't that great. As I recall, it was like a
It goes so well.
yeah.
I
A few bad things happened.
I love that movie.
But it was
so
funny.
I decided that I'd do a movie night in the park, and,
Oh,
and we've got a big
that's
screen and
neat.
projector that we can put all that stuff on. So.
Awesome.
And anyone can call us to book the programs as well. I'm here till about the 1st of September, maybe a couple weeks into September for the weekends. So anybody can call and book those programs. You don't have to be staying in the park to book the programs. You can call us and just come in for the day if you want to get your family out and go hiking or go on a boat cruise.
It's a beautiful drive over there, too.
Yes, it is. It's a beautiful drive. So yeah, just give us a call.
And the last time we were there, we saw at least 6 bucks in velvet. It was very
yes.
fun, because in the summertime it's a very different look on the deer. But we had so much fun. We saw turkey and deer and probably 20 different kinds of birds. It was a fantastic place to
Yes,
go
yes.
just to get in touch with nature.
Yes,
It was
Edgar
great.
Evans is a great park for bird watchers or anybody. You don't have to be an avid bird watcher, just if you just like to come and listen and look with your binoculars. So we have over 150 documented species, I believe, so that have been seen or heard inside the park.
And one of the most beautiful picture I have ever taken is from the top of your tower there. It is
Yes.
absolutely incredible.
It really is,
Yeah.
yes, yeah. And I'm sure I haven't actually been able to see it in the fall, but I'm sure in the fall and the winter it's even more beautiful view when, you know, the
Trees,
leaves
yeah,
have fallen
yeah.
off the trees, you know,
Yeah.
you can actually see a better view of that.
Well, thank you for being here. And thank you for all the great programs you provide.
Right, thanks for the work you do in DeKalb County. That's
Thank you.
fantastic.
Now Renee Stefano's here to talk about our Joe Black effort.
Yay!
Yay!
That's the dog rescue.
Speaking of critters,
Critter.
Yeah, she's talked my granddaughter into bringing a new dog home named. Let's see, what's his name? Copper. Yeah,
Oh.
Copper. We have a new adopted dog.
Copper's
And
precious.
yeah, he is precious.
One of the things I've been listening to the whole program, and this is something I hear almost on a daily basis from people who live in our area. There's just nothing for the kids to do here. And I want to tell you something. There's so much going on in our county that if you think there's nothing for the kids to do here, listen to one of these shows because there's something to do every day.
yeah, just let us know.
And on the
We will
17th,
just- we will
The
give you a whole
17th, you can
list.
be busy the whole day. I mean, there is a lot going on here. So I hope people listen to the program of what's going on.
And
because-
realize, that's right.
Yes, now that we have the county complex, there's culture coming into the area. There are lots of festivities, volunteer groups to join. Really, get these kids up off the sofa and take those games out of their hands and get them outside
There's something to
if you
do.
think there's nothing for them to do.
Yeah.
And anyway, the Joe Black effort is who I'm here to represent, which is our no-kill animal rescue group. We're a virtual rescue presently, but we are working on establishing a rescue site. We're also having an event on the 17th, so I tried to get these in order. If you want to, early of course, go to the farmer's market, get your vegetables and buy some pottery. Leave there. What was the second one?
The artifacts.
Oh, then go to the Artifacts show. It'll be nice and cool. Then Joe Black is going to be at Tractor Supply for a nationwide pet adoption. They've invited us to be there, and we'll have all of our cats, and we're going to be adopting our cats out for $10 who've already been vetted.
You know, you focus so much on dogs sometimes, and I forget that
Yes.
there are all sorts of little kitties out there.
We had a kitty come in, a kitten, 6 weeks old, day before yesterday, whose eyes were closed and matted shut. One of her eyes was really swollen, so she went to Dr. Wheeler, and one of her eyes had to come out, and the other eye was questionable, and we weren't sure what we needed to do or who was going to care for her because she needs medication 3 times a day. We got a call from a woman in Nashville who has 3 blind cats.
Oh.
And she couldn't wait to get that kitten.
Oh.
And she drove down from Nashville yesterday and made a donation to us for her medical care so far. And she will take care of the rest of her medical care and keep her. And now she has 4 blind cats. And one of them's a tiny kitten.
We should
but-
write a song instead of 3
Well,
blind
Four blind cats. Yeah.
blind cats.
But isn't it miraculous how those things work? Like, we were like, what are we going to do with the kitten? And someone was dying to take her, which was wonderful.
Right.
And we'll have our cats, all of our cats will be there. We have a lot of cats and kittens that we've been caring for. We'd really like to adopt those out. And we'll have some of our dogs there as well. That's coming up August 17th after you do the other things. And hopefully we'll be inside where it's air conditioned. We also, in advance, September the 14th at Greenbrook Park, we're going to have the Big Dog Toss, which is going to be a cornhole tournament. It'll start at 11 a.m. in the morning. We'll have hamburgers, hot dogs, barbecues to sell to make money for Joe Black. It's a $20 entry fee per team, and you get a free t-shirt. And I will be on the show the next time, hopefully, and you guys will know about it. And let you know what the prizes are going to be. The local businesses will be supporting us. And we do have a business partner program, And we have several businesses in the area who are business partners with us. And you will start seeing logos on their business windows that say business partner, or say partner, Joe Black Effort logo and partner. And these people help us purchase our t-shirts, purchase what we need to have our events so we can take care of the animals. So basically, we're also having a membership drive. If you'd like to become a supporter of the Joe Black Effort, you can purchase a membership. We have 3 different kinds. One is a regular Joe, and it's $10. And you're a member of Joe Black. We send out a newsletter, and you get 10% off of all of our events or our t-shirts, whatever we have to sell. The next one we have is called a Heart and Soul, and that's for volunteers and fosters, and they get the membership for free, of course. Most of them pay anyway, but and the Heart and Soul members get 25% off everything, every event, everything that we have to sell. When we have a Hearts of Gold membership, it's a monthly donation. Once a month for a year or a full year can be paid, and the minimum is $120, so it would be a $10 a month donation, and that one is 25% off as well. So I think that's all I have to say this morning, and thank you everyone for the support.
Oh, we appreciate all you
And
do.
I want to say just a quick little something that one of my boys was petting the dog the other day and said, you know, there's something really comforting about your dog loving to be pet. And I just wanted to share that story with you for our listening audience, because lots of people who have had a pet or don't have one now might be thinking that that's a real benefit in your life. And we want to encourage you to not spend the big bucks. Don't go out and spend, you know, $2,000 on a puppy. There are lots of wonderful pets just here waiting to be adopted. And I think that mutts and salvage animals are much more lovable and really appreciate when they have a good home. And so if you're looking for a pet or you're looking for a companion, a pet is a great way to go. And so please support Joe Black in their effort.
But, and thanks, Renee. And Jen, you know, we're so out of time.
All right, so I can say about Leadership DeKalb, 30 seconds. Or less. Leadership DeKalb, this is a crucial, critical time for us because our new class will start in September. So the month of August is our recruiting. We are looking for fantastic people who either live or work in DeKalb County, who are interested in investing in the future of DeKalb County. You don't have to have leadership skills. That's part of what the program is. But we are looking for folks who want to shape the future of DeKalb County. The program is educational. It is once a month, a full day, once a month. We meet a different time, different place every month. And we have our information will be available starting next Monday. So contact the chamber office if you'd like to get more information. But if you are interested in learning more about DeKalb County, who our existing leaders are, and have a chance to really delve into where our issues and needs might be in DeKalb County and how you might fit into that. That's what Leadership DeKalb is all about.
Leadership's a great program.
It is.
And you know, I apologize for going over time. I skipped over 3 other things that we got. Yeah, at least 3.
Don't forget to be looking for your school buses. You know, school's in session,
yes,
so be safe
out
out there.
Make sure our school children are safe. And even if you're coming toward a school bus, if you see that sign come out, stop your car.
That's right.
Yes.
Be looking for little ones.
You watch for them. But the chamber wants to, we want to promote your special news and the events that's going on in the county. So we just call our office 597-4163, as many as you do.
That's right.
See this. Or you can email me at DeKalbTN@dtccom.net and we'll help you spread the word.
Because we love to share good news about DeKalb County.
And thank you to my co-host Jen Sherwood.
And Coco Kathy.
And Coco Kathy and Coco Mike. And all of our special guests this morning. And I appreciate WJLE and DTC TV for sponsoring the Chamber Chat program. And we appreciate our listening audience. So have a good rest of the week and month, everyone.